This is 2013. You can start, but you cannot shift into gear. Okay, so you can't shift at all because gear is not going in. So I think, according to what they told me, is the clutch going out. Okay, if you shut down the car, right, and you can shift, right, you can shift, but when you start the car, you cannot shift into gear. So likely could be the clutch is gone, because this is 99,000 miles. Okay, 99,000 miles on a 2013. So and quite a bit old. And I know that a lot of people own this type of vehicle. It's not easy drive. Likely will be heavy drive. So that's why clutch is gone. And what I have to do is try to drop the transmission to find out, to see if the clutch is gone or the throttle bearing is bad. But I'm going to do is to find out to see if like clutch slave, all that stuff is good or not. But when you put the engines on, you can feel the vibrate from your foot where the clutch pedal is. So it could be this, lost pressure between the slave and the master cylinder. So that's why I need to figure out that first before even go to the clutch. But I will assuming that the clutch is gone, because when you press the pedal is vibrate a lot. Okay, and you can hear noise too. Hear that? And then when you press all the way, and you cannot shift. It doesn't matter how hard I push, it doesn't shift. So when you turn off the engine, you can shift. So likely will be, clutch is gone. Okay, and I can see some smoke up there too, so I'm not sure where the smoke coming from. Let's go outside. So yeah, that is a clutch smell from the clutch. Okay, and the clutch is burning. I can smell it. Okay, before you're taking the axle or anything else, drain this gear fluid first. So the number on this is I using T60, and then loosen this bolt. So when you lose it, there. Okay, punch this, open socket, socket 32. Okay, taking down this socket. And the top one have this nut on it, and the bottom one doesn't. And also taking this side out also, so it won't stress the brake line on this side. And taking down the 17, this side also. Okay. So now just leave like that, so we can push the axles out. Now the drain out, so plug this back up. Okay. The axle, make sure the axle is straight, so easier to push out. I'm taking down the heat shield. So we take the heat shield out. This is the number 12. Don't use open wrench. Closed box is the best. Okay, taking down the pin so you can drop down the dry line. Okay. So when you release that, just pull the dry lines out. Taking this one out too. This is holding the exhaust a bit. So that just came out. And back here you have this bolt right here. Taking this out too. You have play, so you can slide this out of the way like that. See that? So we take that out, you get a lot of room. Slide this out. You take this transmission holder out. That is 17. Okay. So I have to move this inner cool because kind of on the way a little bit. This one right here, and unplug this. If you don't want to do it here, just take out this 2 screw. I might just take the screw, it's easier, but it didn't come off this side, came out that side, so that means this side didn't tighten it up. And also had the torque stress in the back here. Remove this. Clutch sleeve. Move this ground. And also this. I'm going to move this right here. And there's a ground right here. If you don't want to take the bottom, just take the top here. Just detach this harness right here. You can detach the sensor down there, but best way is just doing right here, so it will be less work than you doing in the bottom. Take out the starter and then the transmission bolt. Move this exhaust right here because the end down here is connected to the transmission. It kind of like a little bit touching the transmission. You probably get away from it, But I think removing this exhaust, that will create more room for me. So as I remove the exhaust, plenty of room. Only one left, so I need to get my transmission jack to support it, so I can take that one out and try to pull the transmission out. All the bolt is out, so let me go on the top pry to see that open. So on this one, the bolt that holding right here kind of all like a seize to it, and I had to pry so hard to get it split, and now it's split, so I'm going to pry to see I can take the transmission out. Okay, low a little bit. I'm going to lose this turbo a little bit, try to see have a play. Okay, after you losing the turbo and you have a little bit play, so you can tilt the transmission a little bit, and that can clear the transmission out from here, this point right here, and then you just pull the transmission out. See all this. Ooh, terrible. Bad, bad, bad. See all this toast. I don't know what shit metal. Okay. Throttle bearing. Bad. Even the transmission shaft is pretty bad already. So not sure this is reusable. So not sure this will be working, but it's pretty much damaged. Grind this shaft right here. Cannot reuse it, but we'll see. I have the OEM from Subaru, which is made by a city. Clutch and flywheel and pressure plate, all OEM stuff, and very expensive stuff. Okay, and This is the old one, OEM also, but it doesn't say anything on it. And the way it look, similar to the one just bought it. And pretty much I think this is OEM. And you see the bearing came out from the old throttle bearing, and you can see it burn all of this. Okay, and the flywheel I can take to resurface, but bought the new one from Subaru is about 500 bucks. So just put the new ones in. The seal here is still very decent, so I'm not changing the rear main seal. And I'm going to put the flywheels on. That's the number 14. I'm going to do crisscross. Okay, and I'm going to torque that to 55 foot-pound. I'm going to torque this to 55 foot-pound. You can do 53. And I do 55. Crisscross. Now it's all 55. I need to clean this before I put a pressure plates and clutch on it. Okay, make sure you wipe it off, all the grease. Now my clutch is ready to go in there. Is everything been torqued? So time to put the clutch in. I don't have a alignment tool that come with it because this is OEM from the dealership. And dealership does not provide any of the alignment tools, so I had to buy one of this, and it doesn't fit, so I had to grind the tip to make it fit inside. Okay, and set that up. So I clean pressure plate already, so I'm gonna put the pressure plates in. Okay, so I'm going to set this to a 12 foot-pound. You can set 11 foot-pound or 11 and a half, like 11.9, something like that. But I'm going to put a 12 foot-pound on this. Okay, check one more time. Okay. All right, all done. So ready to put the transmission back up. And from here, everything should reverse, so you don't have to see what I'm doing, because it's you know how to take it out, so you should know how to put it back up. Okay. On this car, the 2 screw in the bottom here, when you align with fit that, then you just slide in. So very clever. The only thing that difficult on this is just the turbo that you have to play around to fit it. Otherwise, the top of the transmission can touch the turbo up there, so you have to be careful on that. But you just align with the 2 bolts on the bottom here, fit it, then you just slide the transmission forward. Then that's all you have to do. So which is very good. You see the 2 screw right there? Okay, to make sure that fit in there. So now when that fit, so just slide forward. Play around to slide forward. And keep eye on this turbo here, because it's super tight over here. Okay, I'm going to pull the turbo a little bit on this side. So best thing is take the turbo out, but you don't have to, just lose the turbo a little bit and you should be able to do it fine. Okay, kind of tight, so I'm going to use one of the transmission and engine bolt to bring it to closer, to see that will help. So make sure you can turn the front here, and when you push down the screw in, if you can't turn, then you don't have to screw this in, because it will not work. That is the shaft, it doesn't go in all the way, so that means stuck. So on this you can turn easily. So now the transmission is all the way in already. Okay. So thank you for watching. Subscribe. Bye bye now.